How's it going, guys? We've reached the end of the BPL number 7, Team Lunaris. It looks like while we were in like second several hours ago, I think we finished fifth of the 6 groups. Uh, we pushed really freaking hard. There's a lot of whatever this is going on. Trying to pile as many people as we can in this hideout. I made it to level 98, which is pretty insane. Not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting that, but we did it. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Slash played 2 days, 20 hours, 20 minutes in the 4-day event. So I didn't go too crazy, but okay, so this has finally loaded for me. Let's sort by points. Yep, it looks like they came through right at the end and they got us. First place had Chukahama, 10,472. Second place, Innocence, 10,362. Third place, Arcali, 10,240. Fourth place, Solaris, 10,235. Ivoff. And then us in fifth place with 10,214. And we did not complete 2 of the last daily bounties, which were, pull this up here. If I can find it. So there was a bounty to farm 3 Onigoroshis, which Solaris did, from what I've heard. So that got them an extra 25 points, I think, for the daily challenge, and that's what pushed them above us. There's also a bounty to get a Hands of the High Templar with +5 to socket the gems in any way. We went hard trying to farm Sirius, and we did not get gloves. We had +2 and +2 like 3 different times, and we didn't get a plus like another one on there. Yeah, these points are like from all kinds of things. Personal objectives, which were ascending. This website's going through trouble, I think, at the moment, because this just ended. Let's see here. The actual ladder. See, this isn't even updated yet. This still shows me at level 97. I don't even know if these results are, like, final. Because I hit level 98 like an hour ago. So who knows, actually. 4 level 100s, 2 from Arcali. Havoc. And then most positive man. I was hoping a lot, trying to push him. Farming safe houses. And then, like, at the end of it, I was pushing to 98, just trying to get as many people into safe houses as I could. turned like all of the Chayula breaches that I farmed. I farmed like 20 Chayula breaches and turning those into like peers and then just like trying to get as many people in for XP as possible to get as many points. Like that's what I was doing. I was seeing a lot of people level up, so I was seeing a lot of points get made. But I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Personal objectives. Level 98, there's points per level. There's points for ascending, points for fully ascending, and points for 77 Atlas passives. So each level counts for points, so why we were trying to focus on levels. While then there's also like there's unique sets for each group. Here's what our unique set looked like. And the rank of which we completed them. We were the only group to complete Incursion, I think. No. 3 groups completed Incursion. No, just a second. Yes, 3 groups completed Incursion. And we were first. And that was like an hour ago. To get the Soul Ripper, we were farming ancient city maps for div cards. We had 4 of them. 2 of them got gambled, and we lost one, and then we gambled again, and we got it. Oh, four groups got it. Innocence did not. There were also dailies. Might take forever to load. Bosses. This is like the bosses. We were slow like getting to the bosses. So we didn't get as much score in this as a lot of the other teams. But we still came back and made it pretty close, I guess. It's like we got no points for this, like in a lot of these. They beat us there. Like Havoc was super fast at getting to a lot of this stuff. Yeah, this Arcali, Eater of Worlds, Searing Exarch, Pure Chila, like that was Havoc. Got 4th Maven. That was the like so if we go back to like the ladder for us, these boss points, 195, like it's lower than everybody else's because of that right there. We got all of the gems from Heist. Our Heist team was amazing. We got so many replicas out of there. Kai Tai was second, like in pushing down to 777 delve. So that's why we got 66 points here. And then once you get to 5,000 cumulative depth, that's worth 200 points. And then beyond that, like personal objectives, we were second in that. So that was leveling. That was like what I was working on mostly. Like I helped farm a lot of Conqueror maps. I guess there's still a party going on in here. But I think I'll show you what the build's doing. Eventually this is gonna get transferred into the league. My inventory's all kinds of mess because we were spamming maps at the end. Did not quite get the Awakened Elemental Focus to level 5. But we got the 6 link. Got level 21 Fire Trap. Don't have a 6 link for the Flamethrower Trap. But let's see here. Are there any more? Yeah, there's another one of these. So I'll show you what we were doing a lot of. We were trying to farm these Cirrus gloves, so I was one of the people, once I hit level 98, we were making these maps white. And we need this boss fragment. So, how do we do that? We go to the boss. And I'm killing stuff with Flame Dash. Testimonial. Didn't win, still had fun. The visual clarity on a flamethrower trap is something to witness as well. You get 6 people doing Howard's trial. That gets nonsense real quick. Why is this boss super tanky? I feel like that boss lasted forever.
With your death, this nightmare may finally
Okay, and then we drop all the flamethrower traps and we curse. And that's what my damage is looking like. Like my top end single target T16 white Conqueror. Honestly, I was pretty happy with it. I was not expecting it to get to the clearing as well as it did. And it turned out pretty good. I wound up not needing the 2 6-links to like really push it. And there's still so much that could be improved. Like, I never got a Watcher's Eye for this. I never got into Cluster Jewels. Yeah, it's just like the gear is nothing amazing. Like, I got rings that don't have max life. And what's happening in here? Like nothing. Oh. It was a good time. Being a raider, this build can like clear through maps really well. Kind of a 2-button build in a lot of cases because before the fire trap will go off, I can usually get the curse off. I've got Bane with 3 curses. So this is like built completely differently than the Elementalist fire trap. It's a very different build, but kind of putting all the same pieces together. Just a different way. This build has 89% evasion rating with no flasks. Flasks up, I got 48% physical damage reduction. I don't have any block at all, aside from like what the staff gives me. I got permanent onslaught. I get frenzy charges on this build. I have permanent phasing. I got full spell suppression. Like completely different thing. And so once I get this transferred back to the actual league, maybe we'll see what happens with it. I feel like my brain was all kinds of scattered for this video, but that's how it be after like 4 days of like crazy grind. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things that I did not know. From a lot of different people. Just like even little things. Like the fact in the transportation safe house for June missions. Transportation's the one that has the carts. Those carts spawn enemies as you go. Every single time I've ever done a safe house, like I'm trying to get as much XP out of that safe house as possible. The enemies that are spawned by those carts don't give you XP. Most Positive Man taught me that. I kind of... Betrayal's been out for like, what, 3 years? Never knew. Never knew. Crazy stuff. My Atlas passive tree, it's kind of crazy now. I spent most of it farming Breach and Legion. And now it's on June Expedition Harbinger Harvest with as many map duplication as possible. And chance for Conqueror map off bosses. And this node right here, Martial Forces, which we were trying to keep this secret, like so other groups wouldn't figure it out, but now I can talk about it. Martial Forces, Conqueror map, or Eldritch bosses have a 20% chance to drop a Conqueror map. The best way to get Conqueror maps, 100%. So like your Eater of Worlds, your Searing Exarch, your Shaper, your Elder, or an Uber Elder, that is the best way to get Conqueror maps. Because this one says map bosses have 25% increased chance to drop a Conqueror map. That's increased chance of whatever it actually is. Not high. So it really comes down to Martial Forces. And Conqueror maps getting increased pack size as well. Martial Forces makes running white Conqueror maps actually pretty solid. Without having any other investment at 20% pack size, it feels like a juiced map when you do that. And yeah, we have no more Cirrus. We ran them all. It's crazy too. Like I actually got invited to be like I mean, I personally consider myself among the like top 50 like players. But I didn't think I had like any kind of recognition like amongst like the other like top people or whatnot. But like I wound up being like one of the sole like part of this like core team of this, I guess, that was doing stuff. Me and Most Positive Man, like we and Winter, we farmed bosses for like 20 straight hours. It was nuts. Trying to get a Star Forge, a Void Forge, and a Savior. 3 swords that were elusive to us for like all of yesterday. That's why there was no video yesterday. Because I stayed up all night because me and Most Positive Man, we said we're not going to sleep till we dropped the Star Forge. And 10 hours later, we had still not dropped the freaking Star Forge. That was like non-stop running Guardians for like 10 hours. And funneling the fragments to Winter, who was farming Shaper for like 10 hours. It was an experience. Good memories, fun times, but we back to like things as normal tomorrow. I wanna like spend a couple hours playing Lost Ark, and then we're gonna start leveling an assassin because that's what the wheel spin gave me. I don't know right now. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on that assassin. Something with crits probably. Maybe something with poison. Maybe this is the Poison Toxic Rain character. Maybe it's something else. All I know is so far this league, I've played a cold dot build and then a fire dot build and then now the same fire dot build on the same ascendancy class as the cold dot build. So that's been my league so far. Yeah, I'll put the POV of where this character currently stands in the video description. Once it transfers in 6 days to the core league, maybe we can mess with it a little bit more. But it's in a pretty solid spot. It's kind of lacking some really good rings and belt. I never got Fire Dot multi on this, but I did get Herald of Ash buff effect. But Watcher's Eye, and then I think my biggest issue with it was like the AoE. The AoE from like the convergence on Elementalist made it like much better, like clearing. And that's something I would get from like the cluster jewels. But we never got that far. It's 4 days and go as hard as you can, pretty much. So that's gonna do it for me for the BPL series. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like. It really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more videos from me. And yeah, that's all for me. I'm gonna sleep now. Cheers.